Now we are. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
No
Thank you.
worries.
So we're on line 4. And then he called the or Vayehi Lila Vayehi Erev. There was evening. So Erev is evening and Boker is morning, right? So you have a couple words in there, Lila, Erev, and Boker or Boker. And don't ask me why. Sometimes it's bo and sometimes it's vo, because I have
Bless you.
spent
Thank you.
the better part of my life trying to figure that out, and I have not come up with an explanation that I could pass on to you. You just have to accept that sometimes it's bo and sometimes it's vo, and sometimes there are reasons that are obvious, and sometimes it just can make you crazy. So in number 5, that one's a little harder because we've got this expanse in the middle of the water, but I wanted to show you mayim, water. And then again, we've got mavdil, separated, ben. So he separated the water from the water. And then in number 6, we have Shemayim, Vayhi Erev, and Vayhi Voker, and the second day. So a lot of the words just keep repeating. Number 7, we've got Erev and Boker, Yom Shlishi. Oh, I think I wanted to show you some of the numbers. We've got Achad is 1, and Sheni is 2, and Shlishi is 3. That's why I picked that line. I tried to have a reason for everything I picked. Then number 8 is, we have these 2 big lights, which are the moon and the sun. It doesn't actually call them the moon and the sun here. It just calls it the big mi'orot hagidolot, hagidol 2. So Sheni, Shnei, really, Shnei hamorot hagidolim, 2 big lights. The light, one big light dominates hayom, the day. So lamem shelet is to dominate, and a small light dominates the night and the stars. Kokavim is stars. So, and in other places they name the big light the sun and the small light the moon. But I just always love that word mem shelet. And anyway. And then we have Vayehi Erev, Vayehi Voker, Yom Rivi'i. Rivi'i is 4. And you know that the days in Hebrew start on Sunday, so Yom Rivi'i is Thursday, right?
Okay.
No, Chamishi is no, Rivi'i is Wednesday, and Chamish, am I all mixed up? Yom Shishi is Friday, so Rivi'i is Wednesday. Okay. Vayivarech otam Elohim lemor. Oh, I took this because do you know Peru or Vu to be fertile and increase? I think that's an expression. I think even one of these Torah Fund pins may even have had that Peru or Vu. So I thought people might be familiar with that and like to see that. And then we have the Ha'of is the birds. And on the increase, okay, the birds increase on the earth. And then the last one I picked because we could see B'Tselem Elohim. We always talk that we're created in the image of God, B'Tselem Elohim. If that sounds familiar to you. So we have Vayivra Elohim. So God created et. There's that et again. Ha'adam created man. B'Tsalmo, in his image. When you have O is at the end of a word says that it's in his. It's like the preposition for in his image. If it was me, it would be in my image. If it was B'Tsalma, it's her image. B'Tsalnu is in our image. So in his image, and then it repeats. Elohim bara oto, or B'Tselem Elohim bara. So in the image of God, he created him. And in this case, Oto is referring to man. He created him in God's image. And then Zachar, okay, so Zachar is masculine, and Nekeva is feminine. So you could see male and female. He bara, right? He created them. Otam is them. Anyway, I know that's a lot, and maybe something you're not even interested in, but for those of you who are, I just wanted to show you.
I suspect that we all are.
What did you say?
I suspect that we all are interested.
I hope everybody got something from it. And this is not the first 11 verses. I picked and I just selected things that had something that I wanted to point out. The other thing you could see on here, if you've never seen trope notes for reading Torah, if you're finding it hard to read because you see all these different marks and symbols and commas and things on the top and squiggly things, those are trope notes, which at another time, if someone wanted, I could tell you all about them, but I don't want to take up our time now. But does anyone want to read one line, or should we move on to something else? You could raise your hand if you do, or we don't have to.
I'll read.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, whatever.
Alice.
Okay, start at the beginning.
Wherever you want.
I
Yeah,
guess
just
that's
pick
what
whatever
we should do.
Just tell us what line you're reading. Yeah.
Line 1,
Okay.
Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz.
Good. Yeah, go ahead, Didi.
Vayomer Elohim Yehi or Vayehi or.
Yep. Anyone else?
What is the line under the Vav in number 3? Is that trope, or is that, it's not, I never saw a vowel like that.
The very first
Are you
word.
ready?
Under
the
number
very
3,
first-
under the first Vav, there's a line under it.
Right.
What is that?
Yeah.
Do
we ignore it?
I would ignore it. I think it's vayar. Oh, you know what it is? There's two as under the va and under the ya, and they run together. It's
Yeah.
vayar. So it's,
Oh,
that's all it is.
Vayar.
Yeah.
so that line is supposed to mean,
It's probably just how it copied or cut and
Okay.
paste here. I've never seen that before, but it is vayar. So
okay, I'll try reading it. I wasn't sure how to read that because of the line.
yeah.
Vayar Elohim et haor ki tov vayav del Elohim Cain.
No, Bane.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Bain haor uvain haoshech.
A choshech.
Oh, haoshech.
Yeah, good. Anyone else?
I'll try.
Okay, Roxanne.
Vayikra Elohim laor yom v'lachoshech kara laila vayahi erev vayahi voker yom echad.
Yeah, good. Anyone else? Okay, Esther.
Vayomer Elohim Yehi Rakiya Bitak Tok Hamam
Mayim, water.
Mayim Vihi Mav Deal Bain, Mam, Mayim, La Mayim.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see another hand. Let's see. Okay, so that was, as I said, just to show you some very simple, basic vocabulary that, you know, that was right there in the first minutes of Earth of, so,
Simchas Torah.
and some Torah. So you're ready for Shabbat, although in the triennial, if your synagogue does the triennial readings, we're not doing any of the interesting parts this week. I'll break it to you now. We're doing the very end when, you know, Chanoch begat Metushalach, and Metushalach begat Lemech, and then Lemech begat. We do read about Noah, so that's good. But for the most part, we're not doing Cain and Abel or Adam and Eve or the creation or any of the good stuff this year. But anyway, let's see. I was thinking, since we're not going to be singing Hallel again until Hanukkah in December, that we might put it aside and go to Ashrei today. And we can always go back to Hallel because there's quite a bit more of Hallel that we would need to do. And for so many of you who really want to learn the prayers that we sing every week, I just thought it might make more sense to do Ashrei. So so I know it's on 152 in Sim Shalom, and I have to 151. And in Lev Shalom, did anyone have it marked, or I'll look it up?
It's 181.
181.
I think is that.
Yes, 181. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Or 151, depending on what.
right. In Sim Shalom, it's 151, and in Lev Shalom, it's 181. Okay. So I was thinking, let's see, we have 12 people. So why don't we do it in groups of 2, and you'll take turns. First, you read the first line, and then you read the line that the congregation replies, which of course is the easier line because you say it every time you go to synagogue a couple times. So the first line is the harder line because that's what the reader says. But so let's start with Alice and Barbara Parkhoff. And Alice, do you want to read
Had to let my cat in.
the first line and Barbara the second, and then we'll switch?
Okay. Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha Yod.
Oh, Ode.
Ode,
An
excuse me.
ayin has no.
Excuse me, Ode, Yahalelu, Lahalelu, how does that end?
Yahalalucha.
Oh, Yahalelucha,
Selah.
Selah, Selah.
Okay, Barbara.
Ashrei ha'am shachata lo,
Shikach.
shachach lo, Ashrei ha'am she'adonai Elohav.
Okay, now you want to read the first line and Alice read the second?
Tehillah LaDavid.
No, with the same 2 lines so that you
Oh.
get practice on all the lines. Yeah.
Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha Od Yahalucha Selah.
Okay, and Alice.
Okay, Ashrei ha'am shebacha lo.
Shikacha.
Oh, excuse me, Shekacha lo Ashrei ha'am she'adonai Elohai.
Hav. You pronounced that, Vav, yeah, Hav.
Elohav.
Okay,
And do I
great.
read oh no, that's the next line.
Yeah, Tehillah goes with the next. So let's see, Dee Dee and Eleanor, do you want to do the same thing? Dee Dee, you can start.
Mhm.
Sure. Tehillah David. Aramimcha Elohai Hamelech. I can't talk right now. I gotta go. Bye. My husband's calling. Vahavracha Shimcha Leolam Va'ed.
Okay. Eleanor? Is it-
Yes,
Okay,
I missed hearing the page number and I've been looking for it.
oh, which
I'm
book
in-
do you have?
I have both, but right now I'm holding Lev Shalom.
Okay, so it was 181.
I couldn't find it on 181. That's weird. I thought I looked at that page, but okay, now I got it.
Okay, so on 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's the fourth line, B'chol Yom.
Oh yeah, B'chol Yom Kecha. Can't read my own book. Vahala. Vahala. Wait, Vahala.
Halalta, Allah,
Is that Vahala?
Uh-huh.
Shimcha Yolambe.
Allah.
Ahalta, Ahalta, Va'ahalta.
Va'achalta.
Huh?
Yeah, I was sort of putting the vav and the aleph together. Okay.
Va'ahal-
Vahalal.
La.
Vahalal. Lo. La. Vahala. Shimcha Liolam Va'ed.
Okay, what is the second word? Well, after Yom, just say that.
Av- Avreche. Avrecheka.
Avarcheka, Avarcheka,
Avarchecha.
Cheka.
Avarchecha.
And what's the word after that? Avarchecha, what's the word after that?
Va'ahala,
La.
Va'ahala.
Va'achalal. La.
Good, Va'ahala, yeah.
Shimcha Liolam Va'ed.
Okay, good. And do you want to read Tehillah LeDavid? And where Dee Dee will read the second?
Okay. Bechol Yom Avrachecha V'Halala Shimcha Leolam Va'ed.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask everyone to mute. I
Yeah.
didn't, yeah.
This is bad. He's.
Okay. Eleanor, do you want to read the Tehillah LeDavid?
She's muted.
Yeah.
She has to unmute.
Yeah, no, I had to get my husband finished. Where are we here?
I was asking if you would read Tehillah LeDavid on the next line. Yeah.
Tehillah LeDavid. Aromimcha Elohai Hamelech Va'amrecha Va'avracha Shimcha Leolam Va'ed.
Va'avarcha,
Avracha.
Va'avar.
Va'av-
Va'avarcha.
Va'avracha.
Okay. Okay, let's see. So on my list, Eve is not here, right? Eve didn't come. Okay. So we're up to was that Esther? who just read, Eleanor or Esther?
Eleanor.
Okay, so Esther and Gloria. If you want to do the same thing. So Esther, read the first, read Gadol,
Got get call.
Gadol,
Oh, that one. I'm sorry. Gadol Adonai im hu lal me od the league du lato ein che kem care.
care. What, read the third word again? Okay,
Hu lal.
Umhula. Okay, I thought you said something else. Okay. Gloria, do you want to read Dor Lador?
Sure, Dor Lador. The Shavat. Yeshivat.
It's a chet, chet, chet,
Excuse
not
me? What?
Lishavach.
Oh, thank you. Yeshivach.
It's actually Bach, I'm sorry. Shabach.
Yeshivach.
Good.
Maaseyah.
Seicha.
Secha. So, okay, see, I got those confused. Okay. Ug vu ro techa yagidu.
Okay, now read Gadol. And Esther will read Dor Lador.
Gadol Adonai Hulal Ma'od Velegdu Lato Ein Heker.
Okay, good.
Heker.
Dor Lador Yeshabak Ma'a Sekha Ug Vu Ug Vo Do Tekha.
It's a resh, not a dalet.
Sorry. Ug Vu Ro Tekha Yagi Du.
Okay, good. Let's see. On my list, I have Judith and Melinda next.
Okay.
Judith, you want to do Hadar Kavod?
Are we on the next page?
In Sim Shalom, we turn the page, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. By the way, you can call me Judy. That's fine.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thanks. Hadar, Kivod, Odecha, Vedivrei, Niflo Techa, Asacha.
Asicha, Asicha.
Sicha, thank you.
And Melinda.
Zeus nor otecha yomeru udulach latcha
Yeah, that's
asafrena.
also Prena. It's a P.
Asafrena.
Yeah, Prena.
Asaprena.
Prena, good. Okay, do you want to switch to Hadar?
Okay. Hadar, Kivod, Hodecha, Vidiv, Re, Nif, Lo, Techa, Ashiha.
Asicha, Sicha, yeah. Okay, and
Oh,
Judy,
Asiha.
yeah.
Okay. Ve'ezuz, nor Otecha, O Meru,
Yeah, Yo Meru. Don't forget the
Yomeru.
yud, yeah, Yo Meru.
Yomeru, Ugdula Techa, Asabrenu.
That's a Prena,
Asabrenu.
Prena, okay.
Brenu.
Okay, now I have Nancy and Nell. Nancy, do you want to read Zecher?
Just had to find the unmute button. Zephyr Rav To Vu
Oh,
Tuvacha, Tuvacha,
Yava Vayom
Yabiu.
Yaviu
This said
excuse
B,
Yaviu
not
B.
VB.
oh
Yabiu.
Yaviu
no.
Vazadakar
Z.
Tan no Tan
This,
Yeah.
okay, look, what, let's sound it out. The,
Z.
what's the second letter?
Z I mean
So, right, so,
Z.
C, with seed,
let's see it's that's a dollar, right?
yes.
Z.
Vizidaka
Katicha,
Vizitaka Ray
Yeah.
Yara
Nenu.
Yiranenu. You want to do that again?
probably not. I will try. Zakar
Of. Tuvacha.
Rav To Vu
Tuvacha. Tuvacha.
Tuvacha,
Tuvacha.
right. Who, I'm trying to see who is,
Yeah, somebody's reading along and I
yeah, I can't tell who it is. It's not,
that's why I think unless the person that's reading, everyone should be muted.
yeah, so let's.
Because I
let
do the
Nancy
same thing. I
sound
read
it
with
out, okay?
everybody else.
Yeah, let Nancy sound it out, or, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yav Yom. No, Yav Zone. Zoom.
Which word are you on?
The third one.
Yabiu.
Yabiu Vazadakata
Visid katicha.
Visitakataka
Right, visid kat, good. Visid katicha.
Yara Na Nu
Yiranenu.
Yaranenu.
Yiranenu. If you want to do it one more time, it's fine. If you don't, that's fine. You want-
I'll skip it for now.
All right, all right. So Nell, Hanun,
Okay. Chanun. Virahum. Adonai. Erech. Apayim. Ugdal. Ha. Sad.
Chased.
Hased. Okay.
So just one fine point, and I want to see if it's in the Lev Shalom or only in Sim Shalom. Hanun, Rahum, Ugdal. Yeah. So in both the books, you can see in Sim Shalom, do you see how the little T for under Ugdal is not connected? There's like a little space. It looks a little different. Can you see that? So in those cases, it's telling you that you pronounce it O, Ugdol, Ugdol instead of Ugdal.
Ugdol.
And in the Lev Shalom, I see that they make that that vowel bigger than the normal ah. Can you see that for those of you who have it, can you see how much bigger that symbol is than the normally? So
Yeah.
that's how they indicate it in Lev Shalom.
Okay.
So it's
Ugdol.
Ugdol.
Okay.
And the word that most often that comes up with is call, which means all. Call every time is O and not ah. That's just
It's lines down. It's a coal.
in fact, it's coming up in the next set of words here, but let's go, so let's have Nell do Zecher and Nancy do
Okay.
Hanun this time.
Zecher Rav Tuvecha Yabiu Vizid Katecha Yiranenu.
Okay, Nancy?
I have mousitis. Ha, Hanun,
Mhm.
Bara, Hum, Adonai, Eran,
Erech,
Erech, Paim,
yep,
Vugad, Vugad, Ugdal, Ha, said.
good. But we just said it was Ugdol Chesed,
Okay.
Chesed.
Oh, that's the, okay.
Yeah, that's the, where we were talking about. Okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah,
The line right before the the line that reads Zecher,
yes.
the word Vitzit Katecha, how do you know not to pronounce it Vitzit Katecha?
Visid Katecha. That's how I say it. Visid Katecha.
It sounded like we were making it separate.
Like what? Like,
Vitzit Katecha.
well, it's just how fast you do the I. I mean, Visid Katcha, Visid Katecha, Visid Katicha. I mean, it shouldn't be a long, you're right, it shouldn't be a long separation. But when people are learning, yeah. I mean, when
Yeah,
I read it, I say Visid Katecha, Visid Katecha, Visid Kat. It's yeah. You can ignore the two dots altogether and just go katcha, but it's easier with the ka and the ta, and it's easier if you let your tongue do kat, take that little break, katcha, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just sometimes it's hard to tell what's right and wrong.
Right. And I have asked, I can't tell you how many people to explain to me, when do you pronounce it's a shva. And when you don't pronounce it, it's called a shvana. It's like a non-shva. And trying to get a definitive response on when you pronounce the shva, the two dots, and when you don't, it's very difficult. It's bothered me a lot, and so I've just kind of come to terms with it, and however the word is easy, however I can say the word most easily and quickly is it's an excellent question, and I wish I could answer it, but I have tried so hard to get someone to explain it to me. Nobody's been able to. Okay. Phyllis and Roxanne. Tov Adonai Lakol. So Phyllis, Tov. Is Phyllis still here? Yeah,
I'm
Phyllis.
mute, Phyllis.
Oh, Phyllis, you're muted. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Tov, Adonai, Lakol, Barachamav, Al, Kol, Ma'asav.
Okay, so here's call, which I just was talking about. So do you see in the first one in la call, it actually has the O vowel,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
but then the second time when it's I'll call ma'asav, there's no O vowel, but they have that symbol of telling you that's supposed to be an O. So, another mystery as to why they don't both look the same, but I'm just pointing it out to you so you're aware of the correct way. If you say Kal, nothing, the world's not going to come to an end, but okay. And Roxanne was going to read Yoducha.
Yoducha Adonai kol ma'aseka ve'asideka yivarchucha.
Good. And you want to now do Tov?
Tov Adonai lekol barakamav al kol ma'asav.
Good. And Phyllis.
Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha v'chasidecha yivarchucha.
Good. Okay, we are back to Alice and Barbara to Kavod. Alice, you want to start with Kavod?
Okay. Kavod malchutah
Malchutcha.
malchutcha o mere.
Don't forget the first letter. It's an actual letter.
Oh, yomeru.
Yomeru. Good.
Yomeru. Okay. Uvodatecha. Is that correct?
Well, I was going to let you read the next word, and then you can see what you did wrong. So
Okay.
read the next word.
Vuratecha yadaveru.
So you see the difference in Yidaberu between the Dalet and the Resh?
Yes,
Yeah.
yadaveru, and the first one was ugvuratecha.
Good. Yeah. Okay. And Barbara, Lehodia.
Lehodia livnei ha'adam ugvuratav ukavod hadar malchuto.
Good. And you do want to do Kavod?
Kavod malchutecha yomeru ugaduvratecha yadaberu ugavuratecha yadaberu.
Good. Okay. And Alice.
Okay, Laodia livnei ha'adam guvuro. Sorry, I said. I'm gonna have to pass. I sound like a kindergarten. I'm so
It's
embarrassed.
fine. It is so hard. I can't imagine learning this like past the age of 8 because it's just so hard. Yeah.
Like a monkey.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I never went to Hebrew school. We're all at different levels.
Well, now if I try, I'm gonna just get into a giggling fit. I know. I'm
All
just.
right, then just go right to Uchvod then. Uchvod.
Okay, somebody else. You can go to the next person can do
All
it.
right. Okay. So we're at Didi and Eleanor. So Malchutcha.
Malchutecha malchut kol olamim umimshaktecha bechol dor vador.
Okay. So here's that. Remember how I told you I like the word umshalet, to rule over? So I'm trying to see on the other side of the page what it's referring to. Bechol dor vador. Dor vador is eternity.
Right.
Your reign endures. Anyway, it's not even worth it because it's not going to. Okay. So who did I say? Eleanor?
Yeah. Mhm. So me Adonai lechal hanoflim v'zokef lechal hakfufim.
Good.
Then
You
I go
wanna
back.
do first, yeah.
Malchutcha malchut kol olamim umemshaltecha bechol dor vador.
Good.
V'somech Adonai l'chol hanoflim, v'zochek l'chol hakefufim.
Okay, Vizocaf, did you say F? Vizocaf.
V'zokef. Yeah. L'chol hakefufim.
Hakfufim, good. Let's see. Esther and Gloria. Gloria, you want to do a nay?
Okay. Eine call. Ella ha. Yishab Beirut.
Did you say sure, sir?
I said it wrong.
Okay,
Yishberu. Be'ata. Notain. Lachem. Et. Echlam.
well, it's an O that we talked about, Ochlam.
Oh, okay, thank you. I didn't see that. Ba'ito.
Good. I don't know about the rest of you, but that's something that nobody ever taught me. I learned it probably only like 10, 15 years ago. I mean, it just was never, and it could be that the old Siddurim, like the Silverman and others, didn't
Had the
distinguish
O.
it. So maybe until they produce these newer ones, nobody, but I certainly was never taught that. But you can see the difference, and that's a great word because they're both in there. And you can see that it's in Lev Shalom also. So I'm not, I didn't dream it up. It's a real thing. Okay. What was it? Esther with Gloria? Yeah, Esther,
Yeah.
you want to do Potea?
Hoteak et Yaderek
Oh, what's the Yadecha?
et Yadecha
Good.
umas bia lekol ha hai ratson
Good. And you want to do Ane?
ene kol ha or a leka ya say beru the ta no tan tain
Tain.
la hem at how did you pronounce that? You said it was,
Ochlam.
oh, there is the oak. Okay. Et oklam be e to.
Good.
My Siddur, I mean, I'm looking at Lev Shalom and that Achlem has like a or, it has like a T sign.
Right. That's but it's bigger than the normal T sign.
It's
Is it
not.
not? When you look at it, I wasn't looking in
It's
in there.
longer. It's longer.
It's bigger, doesn't it?
Right. Uh-huh.
It's thicker.
I don't know, it could have fooled me.
It's like an over an E. The
Yeah,
two-
I just
No.
found it in Lev Shalom. It's definitely look
Yeah,
at
it's like
the
twice the
difference.
size.
The ah symbol under the aleph is bigger than the ah symbol under the lamed.
Right,
It's like twice the size.
right.
It's
right.
bigger.
Yeah, I
Unless
guess-
you have a different version of Lev Shalom, but I don't think they produced it long enough to have two versions. So anyway, it's
Okay.
definitely bigger. Okay.
So how do you pronounce that again, please?
It's O. When it's if you have the Lev Shalom and it's the bigger one, then it's O. And if you have Sim Shalom and it's not completely filled in, and then it's O. I mean, they're both O. It just, yeah. It's O Chlam.
Ochlam.
Ochlam, et ochlam beito. Um, so let's see. Now did both of you read both lines?
No,
So is it your
if
turn? to
I
read
can figure
Poteach?
out where we are,
I think, Gloria, I think it's your turn to read Poteach.
right. Potea et ya berga, ya berga,
No, what's the second letter?
yodecha.
Yodecha, right.
You know what? It didn't sound right. Okay, yodecha, and I can't read.
Yadecha, Poteach et Yadecha, right. This is the line we all sing, so, yeah.
You must. See, I only catch the last word in each line. They go so fast.
Oh,
It must be the coal high what zone.
good. Okay, now we have Judy and Melinda. So Judy, you want to do
Yeah,
Sadiq?
okay. Sadiq Adonai Bechal Derachav Vechasid Bechal Maasav.
Good.
Karov Adonai lekol koran.
Oh, no, it's a Vav.
Okay. Korav
Good.
lekol asher
Mhm.
yikra enu
Ooh,
yikra ehu.
ooh, it's three dots diagonal, ooh.
Oh, okay, it's 3 dots. Yikra uhu. Yikra uhu ve'emet.
Yeah, and that straight line under the olive is
Yes.
just telling you that that's the syllable that's emphasized. Yikra
Oh, okay.
uhu, and that's how you said it, so yikra uhu.
Okay, thank you.
Yikra uhu ve'emet. Okay, now do you want to do Sadiq?
Sure. Sadiq Adonai Bekol Dirachav
Right,
Vechasid Bekol Ma'asav.
good. And Judy,
Karav Adonai Bechal Korav Bechal Asher Yikra Uhu Emet.
good. Okay, and now we have Nancy and Nell. Nancy, you want to do Ritzon?
Excuse me. Ritzon Yara Yara Nyan
Yirei Av.
Yure of excuse me, allergies are killing me. Yeah, share
Which side is the dot on?
the left.
So
No.
yeah, se.
Yeah, sa Vayet
Viet. The yeah.
Shar Vayet
Mhm.
Shar Atim
Shav
Yash
atam.
Shayatam Yash Main Yashmay
Yishma.
Yishma. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Va O Sheen Shame
Vyoshi aim.
Vyoshiem.
Vyoshi good. Okay, Nell.
Okay. Shomer Adonai et kol ohavav viat
Viet.
kol har
Shayim Yashmid.
Rashmid. Okay, you want to do Ritzon?
Ritzon Yeraev
Yireav.
Yireav Yaaseh the et Shav Atam Yishma Ma the Yoshiam. The Yoshia.
Aim. Yoshi aim. It's 2 dots is A.
Okay, Yoshi aim.
Right. Okay, Nancy,
I'll give it a go. Shavo Mar
Shomer.
Shomer
Oh, so
Adonai.
in this case, the Vav is a vowel, O. You know how that symbol can be either the consonant Vav or the vowel O. So here it's an O.
Shomer
Good.
Adonai et kol ha uha
O, the dot on top is O.
oh
Another way of saying O.
oha vain
Vav.
oha vav.
The nun and the Vav look similar, but the Vav is shorter. I know at least 3 or 4 people have done that now. I'm trying to find a nun so you could see the difference, but
Okay.
they look exactly the same, only the Vav is shorter. So yeah.
Vain vait kol hara sha im
Harshaim.
yasham mead
Yashmid.
yashmid.
Yeah. So in this,
Question, when the coal, so you're saying, because we learned about the coal before about how to pronounce it. So
right.
even in the middle of the word, sometimes it's gonna say coal, and not, okay,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
thank you.
Okay, and so the last line, let's see, we're up to Phyllis and Roxanne. So Phyllis, you want to read the first 2? The Tehillat Adonai Yudhiber Pi?
Tehillat Adonai Yedaber Pi Vivarech Kol Basar Shem Kodsho Leolam Vaed.
Okay, good. And Roxanne, you want to finish?
Veyane, Ve'anachnu Navarach Yah Me'ata Ve'ad Olam. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay, good. And you want to just switch? Just do the Tehillat?
Tehillat Adonai Yedaber Pi Vivarech Kol Basar Shem Kadsho Leolam Vaed.
Okay, good. And Phyllis?
Vana, is that word? Vanachnu
Right.
Nivorech Yah Me'ata Ba'ad Olam. Hallelujah.
Good. So Anachnu means we. If you didn't know, Anachnu. And Nivarech is we praise. Yeah, and Yah is just another way of saying Adonai or Elohim, or just a short way of saying God. Okay. Now and for Leo. Okay, not okay. So is
This
there
was
any?
easy. I was just
ahead.
going to say this was easier when we were 8 years old, or at least when I was 8 years old.
Right, absolutely. There's no question. It's
I never did it at 8 years old.
Neither
I didn't
did
have
I,
school,
so.
so I'm learning late.
Some-
You're learning late, right?
Some of you guys are way ahead of me. I mean, like, I feel like I should go back, to be honest. I'll talk to you later, Barbara.
okay. I'm trying to find a way of it's really the vowels that I think you're and I have sheets that have the vowels. Maybe I'll try to send it to you so you can do a, study up on the vowels. That's what I think.
Middle of everything, and middle of everything else that we have to do.
Barbara,
You have to
Barbara,
do-
can I make, something that I did before I logged on this morning was I found a YouTube, it was 15 minutes long. And the person went through the alphabet and the vowels.
I've been
And
doing
I thought
that.
that was a great refresher.
Believe it or not, I've been doing that. Well, up until I had my eyes, but yeah, I've tried. Part of it is if you ever speak to my communications person, English, I'm not great at languages, including English. So that's part of it. I have a deficit of learning languages. So
You're not
Don't be
alone.
hard at yourself. Just keep trying.
Yeah,
Barbara,
yeah.
the
get together.
the first paragraph of the Amida
Yes.
has El Young, which shows the final nun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's not that common because I can't find it anywhere in Ashray. All right, thank you.
166A had it. I just turned there and found it.
Yeah, no,
accidentally.
that's fantastic. So,
182 though actually has Ratzon.
okay, good, good.
5 lines from the bottom. First word.
Okay, and you're in the other book. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Judy, could you send that YouTube thing to everybody, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other requests? I did Ashray today because I don't remember who had asked us. Who had asked us to do Ashray?
I did.
Okay, good. Okay.
I can never get enough of it. It takes.
They read it. They read it so much faster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Zoom and
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah, yeah,
I can read it the way we read it.
right.
If I
right.
tried to read it that way in shul, they will have already put the Torah back in the in the ark, and everybody would be up to the next thing.
Right.
The other problem is
Yana and Kelohanu, they would have finished the Musaf too.
That one I can keep up with, but it's wrote. But the other thing is you don't know which words are repeated because it doesn't tell you in any of the Sidduras. We repeat this one 7 times and we go back and that's when I get lost because I can usually follow until they repeat something. Okay, which
Yeah.
ones they?
You know what? Somebody taught me when they do that, like in Sim Shalom, when you read it, singing Sim Shalom, you
Yeah.
put your finger back at the beginning of the song where they start and leave your other finger where they stopped.
Uh-huh.
And you move your fingers back
Yeah.
and forth.
Yeah. And there are so many ways to sing Sim Shalom anyway, and which words you
I
repeat.
don't even sing it in my shul.
Really?
No.
Anyhow, are there any other requests? Or
I have a suggestion. I noticed during the holidays, the Amidah, like the particularly the Musaf Amidah, in I guess particularly the holidays when the Chazan is chanting. I was going through the Amidah, the parts that maybe we're not used to singing so much. There were a lot of complicated words, and I'm not sure we're all familiar with them. If that makes any sense.
You mean when they're going through all the sacrifices, or there's
Yeah.
lots of parts in the holiday Musaf Amidah that there's lots of big complicated words in there. I mean,
Yeah,
we could do that if you want. But the only problem is it's not.
No, we don't do that every week.
I'm trying to think if it's going to be in the Siddur, or if it's only in the Machs, or I guess it
No,
depends
it's
what you're talking about.
no, I found it in let's see.
Actually, it's
I
in there
know.
because we did it for Sukkot and for Shmini Atzeret. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, in fact, I thought about that. It says, well, I happened to put a little paper in like 347 page, and says the temple service Musaf Amidah for festival.
Yeah, it's yeah.
And
I mean, we can, yeah, that, as I thought, it's all about the offerings and the, or maybe that, yeah. Avinu Malkeinu Galei, is that, you're talking about in the Sim Shalom, in the Lev Shalom?
no, I'm in the Lev Shalom.
Yeah, because of our sins, we've been exiled from our land and moved from our soil.
I don't know, but in our shul, they've shortened the service since COVID. So there's a lot of pieces of the service that are consolidated and go significantly faster than they used to.
Okay. Is there anything else, anyone from the normal service that we should do? Yeah, go ahead.
Barbara, I just want to say that I thought practicing the Ashrei today was really helpful for me.
Good.
And I wouldn't mind repeating it to get
Oh.
to get
I was
better.
just gonna suggest
Thank you.
that.
Okay, we can do that, and we could even sing it a little bit, but singing gets a little hard with Zoom, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm happy.
I
I'm
get
here
tired
to
with
do
my
what you
voice.
want to do. I don't have,
Yeah.
this is for you. I don't have an agenda and a syllabus and, a body of material we have to cover. You know what I mean? It's for
Yeah.
you. So you tell me so I'm happy to do Ashrei again. We could do something else next time and come back to Ashrei.
I think that's a good idea because I think we're all familiar with the parts, the second line. But it's the
Exactly.
first line
Right.
that, we really don't get to read.
Right. Okay, so maybe we can do it a little faster next time, or it took the full hour doing it this way with
Mhm.
pairs and but it worked out because we had just the right number of people. Somebody left, I'm not sure who, but it is getting late. Okay. All right, so if you think of something else, just send me a note,
Yeah, how about the
Thank you.
Shema?
Toda rabah.
How about the Shema, in the full Shema in the, like the morning service or
Okay, so
the.
the Via Hafta, you mean?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
That'd be good.
That's good. And we can even do that second paragraph that we say silently that really very few people can rattle off.
I would love that.
See?
Okay, so let's do that
Yeah.
next time and then we'll come back to Ashrei. Maybe the next time okay.
Okay.
And I know that Adele wanted to do the full Kaddish. There's that one paragraph that in the Kaddish that we didn't do
Yeah.
the-
Typical
the-
Ata.
she wasn't going to be here today. I didn't continue with the Kaddish, but okay. And as I said, anything you wanted to just tell me. I'm happy to do it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
all right.